I'm gonna make an ASMR transmission slash activation. And I'm gonna figure this as I go because this is literally some of my highest requested videos. It's just happened to be like that. Obviously, when I started out trying this with my friends, I wasn't expecting it to be like, I don't know, I just wasn't expecting it to be some of my most loved content. But obviously, there's a reason why it happened, so I'm gonna try to figure this out. So, if you're here to relax, please go easy on my skills until I get used to it. Like, eventually, after I make a few, I think I'm gonna get a good idea of how to make it properly. But at this stage, I'm figuring it out. So, I want to invite you to take a full deep breath. Look at that. Don't you love this? Like, these incense are so special that I carry them all over the world. I am obsessed with high quality incense, and I have no idea why there aren't more. So I get these hand rolled incense from Bali, and I literally carry like hundreds of them all over the world because it's really hard to find quality incense for some reason. And whenever I meet like somebody who is really understands energy, they become obsessed with these incense. They're like, "Where did you get this?" I'm like, "I know." These Balinese hand rolled incense, they don't even come with a packaging. They just come like bundled. It just changes energy immediately and it smells incredible. So here you go. You're welcome. So I also love lavender bundles. Let me try this. I don't have any headphones in. I don't know what this sounds like. I just realized I just have to show up and do what feels authentic for me, which is the topic of this whole video. When you clear these black Lilith templates or reversals or black cube templates, which originate from the broadcasting of the lunar templates, this is going into very esoteric grounds, but really you could take these as metaphors because on a very higher dimensional level, when anyone speaks of really higher density perspectives, some of the best things you can do is just to take it as a metaphor so you don't pressure yourself into really comprehending it. It's not really meant to be comprehended from that perspective. So, you know, as a starseed, when you start living on Earth, you just get so much feedback energetically of people being triggered and jealous, and for no particular reason, really. Because the reason is so much more than what you could really pinpoint, right? And so, not because you want to adjust yourself, but because you're responding to energy, sometimes we develop these ways of coping with shape shifting into the frequency that you feel is needed, which is a survival mechanism. And it could be a beneficial way to maneuver about things for some time. But when you're watching this in this day and age, in this time, in your level of spiritual maturity, it's time to just understand the benefit and the medicine of holding your true authenticity, regardless of what the feedback is. Here, let me tap on some objects so you still get the little sounds. I think I'm gonna try to see what it's like to layer these sounds, but do you hear how clear that crystal is. Like you could actually hear it reverberate. So basically, authenticity is a big theme for Andromedan starseeds. If you think about Andromeda, like it's one of the most non-conceptual frameworks of existence. A lot of people understand Andromeda as shapeshifters, but really the way that I interact with Andromedan consciousness is not even in a physical, tangible, relatable way, but it's really like fluid, abstract geometry that is multidimensional. And even saying that is an understatement to how irrelevant that level of existence or consciousness is to kind of try to squeeze into human language. Like you can't really describe. And even just the fact that Andromeda is not from our galaxy is enough to comprehend, you know, there's realms between how we could actually cognize them versus the truth of their nature. So for Andromedan starseeds, it's really about freedom, authenticity, and when you show up like that full spectrum, when you start living on Earth, you first get a lot of energetic feedback that resists it, that is triggered, and sometimes it comes as jealousy. And jealousy, look at this, look at this. This is unity geometry. I carry these. These are very few things that I actually carry with me. Sorry that I'm an archetype of a soul star. Everyone has a different soul star geometry, but this could be translated as a archetypal geometry that represents the soul star chakra. Then this is Christ consciousness represented in geometry. This is so high frequency. And then I bought this crystal. I love it. So cute. I invite you to take a deep breath. Tune into the space of your heart. Activating through your high heart. Becoming aware of your spine and grounding your energy to the core of the earth. Connecting with the heart of the earth into the galactic core. And through your heart, communing with your soul star, stellar gateway, your unity field, and your omnipresent source level of being, amplifying your field with your own divine light, clearing, transmuting, dissolving any energetic patterns, frequencies that are not in alignment with your higher self code, your source code. And through the multiple levels of your being, especially through your astral field, going to request to completely transmute, clear, and dissolve any Black Lilith templates, any lunar reversals, any Black Cube interfaces, Dark Mother templates, webbing, any parasites or entities that are feeding off of these patterns to clear, dissolve, clear, dissolve, clear, dissolve, clear, dissolve. You're gonna breathe through this. Mekotarai sia sukotarai ki no korai sai shukatai mi satarai konekai shu aki tarai sukanai ki aramako sai ki ashkatai siai eamakorai sai shu 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 sakai korenai sikrai sai shukatakarai shu. Activating through your rainbow body of light, I'm inviting in the plasmic interface of the Andromedan Shukatakarai Saishu Sakai Saishu Sakarai star family that knows exactly your divine blueprint, your soul template that is here to be expressed on this planet, and to fully generate through that template your own authentic frequencies, resetting on the planetary sphere, resetting through all levels of light, permeating through in your own unique geometric configuration of your multi-dimensional consciousness. Sukatarai nikiarai sai shai so. Sukatare kia sai shukatarai mia sai sha nikrai sai shukamai rai sai nakarai siarai kone. Definitely feel like inviting in the purest template of Isis. Can you imagine how triggered people would have been of Isis? Can you just imagine? So I'm gonna invite in that full total compassion. You know, you could even say, can you imagine people not being triggered by you? You're just as freaking cool. Of course people will be triggered. Until we are still co-creating to stabilize a network of collective that is not in alignment with that type of response, but we're still building through that. So the advice that I received from the Andromedans, from the channeling, is just to surround yourself with people who celebrate your authenticity, create a strong knit family around you. This is one of them, Source Energetics. You know, they do. You surround yourself with people who genuinely celebrate your authenticity. Creates like a shield. You can focus your attention on that community instead of be really bothered by how a lot of people are showing up who are not feeling worthy to claim whatever they see in you. And we just have to honor their process. Okay. I want to invite in the Syrian Council of Highest Light to kind of sweep through the field with their violet laser templates. You're gonna let this actually run through your central column. Just doing a gentle sweep. Skiataraisia. Neranai sai kiaraisira. Yes, I should. Sierana kia soy kiai. Nishkataraisia. Nikiai so nice I no kiai. So nice I no kiarai so kiarai nice ore. Kai nice arai sai so nai karai so. Let me invoke in your celestial guardians. Feel dragons. Okay, if you think about dragons, do you think they care if people are triggered or not? Activate your internal dragon. Do you think dragons care if they trigger people? Okay, we're gonna get through this phase. You can just completely shine as the glorious light being that you are, because it's now time. There's no time to be caring about how your authenticity makes other people feel. And not from a place of not caring, like, oh, being ignorant, but understanding that that's service. Your triggering is of service. For now. I mean, I can't wait until that's not even a thing anymore, because people just get to a point where they realize the nature of existence. Clear, 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 clear. Okay. Work feels quite complete here. Let me just seal the field, grounding down through your earth star into the heart of the earth, and communing with your crown. See massive upgrades to your pineal. Somehow this had everything to do with your third eye upgrades. Maybe because it was going to trigger people. Your gifts, your abilities. Sealing through your soul star, stellar gateway, all the way to your source field. In total accidental alignment. Field sealed. Requesting divine protection over the stabilization, integration, and processing of this work to its full stabilization and beyond. Inviting in the template of Christ, Sophia. Okay, well done. Taking full deep breaths. You did well. Yep. Thank you so much for your work on behalf of the collective. You know, every time you shift and alchemize, it ripples into the collective. Thank you for that. Please take full deep breaths to integrate this session. Let me know if you like this session. And then I can just kind of see how it feels. And I'll see you in the next session. Sending lots of love. Have a good rest if you're going to rest. Bye.